Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. So today's Murli is a very special Murli because Baba is seeing the beauty in every child in this Murli. Baba is describing the spiritual art gallery. Many times Baba has said in the Murlis that Baba's children are like showpieces. We all are Baba's unique children. So in this Murli, Baba is describing how pure we are looking, the light within us, how much it is sparkling, and how royal we are, and how close we are to Baba. So Baba is describing all these beautiful three things in great detail in this Murli. So let me share the Murli with you. PDF. Okay. Yes. So the title of the Murli is BapDada's Unique Art Gallery, and the date is 26th of February 1984. Today, BapDada is looking at his art gallery. Do you know which art gallery BapDada has? Today, BapDada was seeing in the subtle region the pictures of the divine activities of each child. See, Baba does not look at our devilish activities at this time. Sometimes we engage in those activities which are not right, but Baba is not looking at those things. Baba is looking only at the divine activities of each child. What have the pictures of the divine activities of each one been like from the beginning up to now? So just think how big the art gallery would be. Baba saw in those pictures three things, especially in each child. So, what are the three things Baba is describing? The first was the personality of purity. The second was the royalty of reality. The third was the closeness in relationship. Baba saw these three things in each one's picture. So, the first one was about purity. The second one was about royalty of reality. And the third one was about the closeness in relationship. So now Baba is describing each one. The first one, the personality of purity was visible as a subtle sparkling light around the picture. So we are sparkling lights. Purity is visible through our lights. How bright our light is, that creates our personality. Then the second one, the royalty of reality, that was the cheerfulness and cleanliness shining on the face. So reality was visible through our face, how cheerful our face was looking, and how clean whatever is inside. That when the saying is that the face is the index of our minds. So whatever is inside us is visible through our face. So if we are from inside, we are cheerful, so that will be visible through our face. Inside we are clean, the cleanliness will be visible through our face. So Baba was describing that the royalty of reality was the cheerfulness and cleanliness shining on the face, and the closeness in relationship was the shining star in the center of the forehead. Some were shining a lot more than others, because the more close we are to Baba, the more we absorb Baba's light and the brighter we become. So, Baba is saying that some were shining a lot more than others, with rays spreading everywhere, and some were shining with only a few rays. Close souls were souls who were equal to the Father. That is, they were souls with their rays spreading everywhere. So that was the sign of the close most souls. Their rays were spreading everywhere. They were visible as equal to the Father in both their light and might. Baba saw these three specialities in each one's picture of their divine activities. As well as this, Baba saw in each one's picture the result of whether you have always been elevated from the beginning to the end in all these three things, or whether you have sometimes been one thing and sometimes another. The pulse is felt in a physical body as to whether everything is fine or whether there is fluctuation. So Baba is comparing our spiritual self with the physical body. Physical body, if we want to examine how well the body is, that the pulse is very important. So we feel the pulse and then we assess whether it is pounding, whether it is feeble, how fast it is, all of those things. So similarly, whether it is regular or irregular, there are many aspects of pulse that we note when we examine, when a doctor examines the patient. So Baba is saying that the pulse is felt in a physical body as to whether everything is fine or whether there is fluctuation. You can find out about someone's health from his pulse being fast or slow. In the same way, from the center of each picture, a light from the heart was going all over the body, from the top to the bottom. So this light from the heart, Baba is saying, Baba was examining this light, how far this light was going, whether it was only at the center of the body or it was till the top, going down below. So Baba was examining this. So then Baba is describing the speed was also visible, whether the light was traveling from the bottom to the top at the same speed, or whether there was a difference in the speed from time to time. So one thing was that Baba was looking at the location, how far the light was going. And then secondly, Baba was also seeing the speed, whether the light was traveling with the same speed, at the same speed, or there was any kind of variation. So, and then the third thing, Baba says, as well as this, the color of the light was also checked in between, whether it was a constant color or whether it changed. So color, the speed, and the location. And thirdly, whether the light whilst traveling stopped anywhere or whether it kept moving all the time. When there is this block in heart, someone's heart, there are blockages, then they say that these blockages are because of the energy that is somewhere in the body, the energy is blocked, that is why they have these heart attacks and all of that. So this is the subtle body that is actually that gets diseased. Because of that, the physical body also gets affected. So Baba was, examining this, whether there was any blockage, whether the light is stopping anywhere or is it moving freely. So Baba saw each one's picture of their divine activities in this way. You too can see your own picture, can you not? Check your picture with the three specialities of personality, royalty, and closeness, and see what it is like. So the three things Baba talked about in the beginning. How will we see our personality? By seeing the light around our head, right? In the beginning, Baba said that purity of personality. So how much light you have around your head. And then royalty, Baba described, how cheerful you are looking, how clean you are looking to your face. And the closeness, Baba talked about the brightness here at the center of the forehead, how bright the light is. So these are the three specialities Baba is asking us to see, check, see what it is like. What would the speed of your light be? It is, of course, number wise, and then also examine the light, how it is traveling. But then Baba says, it is, of course, number wise, but there wasn't a majority of those who had all three specialities and who were constant in the speed of all three types of light from the beginning to the end. It was the minority. Very few souls had all the specialities and the speed of the light was constant. Baba says it was very few souls. The speed of three lights and three specialities means six things. The speed of three lights and three specialities means six things. In these six things, the majority had four or five of these things, and some had three. The form of light of the personality of purity of some was just around their faces in the form of a crown, halo. In others, it was around half their bodies, and in others, it was visible all around their bodies. So it's the aura. Baba is talking about the aura. For instance, it was like when you take a photograph. Nowadays they talk about the Curlian photography, where they can exactly know the aura in each person, how far the aura is going, and what is the color and all those things they examine, and they can tell the blockage and everything. So there were those who were pure in their thoughts, words, and deeds from the beginning until now. They hadn't had any impurity in their minds in the form of waste thoughts about themselves or about others. See, so all these things will change the color, the aura, the impurity in the mind, the form of waste thoughts. And then they hadn't taken on any thoughts about the impurity of anyone's weakness or defects. In their thoughts, they have been Vaishnavas from birth. Thoughts are food for the intellect. Vaishnavas from birth means, this is very important, not to have taken into your mind or intellect any impurity, defects, or waste thoughts. This is known as being a true Vaishnav and celibate from birth. Very important definition Baba is giving to us. Who is a true Vaishnav? One who does not have any impurity, any defect, or any waste thought in the mind or in the intellect right from the beginning. So they are true Vaishnavas. So Baba saw in each one's picture the lines of the personality of purity in the form of light. The pictures of those who have been pure in their thoughts, words, and deeds. Relationships and connections are included in deeds. Showed them with light sparkling from their forehead to their feet. Do you understand? So the purest ones, in the purest ones, the light was from the top to the bottom, sparkling. So do you see your picture in the mirror of knowledge? Look very carefully at the picture that BapDada would have seen of you and what it is like. Acha. Then Baba says the list of those who are to meet Baba is long. But in the subtle region, you won't be given a number and there isn't any question of time. So those times in 1986, Baba would meet with everyone personally. Everyone would come onto the stage and take drishti from Baba, blessings from Baba. So those times. But in the subtle region, Baba says you don't have to wait. Because there is no question of time. You can meet Baba whenever you want, for as long as you want, and however many want to meet Baba can do so, because that is beyond the world of limits. That is an unlimited world. So no limits, no boundaries. There are all of these bondages, restrictions in the corporeal world. This is why the one who is free from bondage also has to be tied in bondage. So Baba also has to come down and Baba has to take the body and Baba has to speak the knowledge. So here there are restrictions. So Baba has to use the body for a limited period of time. Then Baba has to leave. So Baba also has to follow the law of this world. So Baba says, Acha, you teachers are now content, are you not? All of you received your full share, did you not? You are the special souls who have become instruments. BapDada also has special regard for special souls. So many teachers must be sitting in front of Baba. So Baba was addressing them. But you are very special souls. Even BapDada has special regard for special souls. You are still service companions, are you not? In fact, all are companions, but nevertheless, only when the instruments consider themselves to be instruments is there success in service. Only when the instruments consider themselves to be instruments is there success in service. So what Baba is telling here is that there is very important role of humility. If we want success in service, then we have to consider ourselves as instruments, as trustees. Baba is the one who is doing everything through me. So that humility has to be there. Then Baba says, in any case, many children continue to move forward in service with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. Yes, of course, this is also important. In service, zeal and enthusiasm, but also instrument consciousness. However, even then, to give regard to the special instrument souls means to give regard to the Father. And in return for that regard, you receive the Father's love from his heart. So Baba is equating those instruments, special instruments who were sitting in front of Baba. Baba said that Baba is giving them regard, and whoever gives regard to them, they receive special love from Baba. So do you understand? Baba says you are not giving regard to the teachers, but receiving the return of love from the heart, from the Father. Acha. Then BapDada's love and remembrances to those who are always worthy of receiving love from the heart of the Father, the comforter of hearts, that is to the worthy souls who experience in themselves the personality of purity and royalty of reality, to the children who are close and equal to the Father, BapDada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So, Baba gave his love, remembrance, and namaste, and we spiritual children, we also say namaste to our spiritual Father. So beautiful art gallery. Baba shared with us what he was looking and what we have to check. Baba gave us instructions also. Many checking points. We have to examine ourselves. We have to diagnose the problem. Why my light is not that bright? Where is the blockage? All of that. So we have to become our inner doctors. We all are actually, we have the power to diagnose our own sickness. And Baba has given us all the tools how we can do that, how we can diagnose. So now Baba is saying all of you are Ras Yukta and Yog Yukta souls who are full of all secrets, are you not? Baba uses 4 words. How can we be Ras Yukta? We can be Ras Yukta only when we are Gyan Yukta. First we have to be Gyan Yukta, because only through Gyan, only through knowledge, we will come to know the secrets, right? The Ras. So first we have to be Gyan Yukt, then we become Ras Yukt, and then along with that, if we are Yog Yukt, then we are also Yukti Yukt. So this knowledge and yoga will help us come up with many yuktis to serve the souls. So Baba is saying, all of you are Ras Yukta and Yog Yukta souls who are full of all secrets, are you not? You are souls from the beginning who have been instruments to reveal BapDada's name everywhere. BapDada is always pleased to see such original jewels and service companions. So maybe Dadis must be sitting in front of Baba, all the original jewels. So Baba was saying he was pleased to see them. All of you are the right hand group of BapDada. You are very good jewels. Some are one type and others are another, but all of you are jewels because you have become experienced and have become instrument souls to make others experienced. BapDada knows that all of you souls remain constantly absorbed in remembrance and service with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. So Dadis, they were all dadis were always filled with so much of zeal and enthusiasm. Just one Baba and no one else. And always serving from their hearts. So Baba was appreciating them. Baba is saying, you have now finished everything else, and now there is nothing but just remembrance and service. There is just the one. You belong to the one. You have a constant stage. This is what all of you say. Ek rasavastha, constant stage, all the time. Just me, the soul, and Baba. So that is constant stage. In fact, this is the real elevated life. Real elevated life. Beautiful life, right? Those with such an elevated life are constantly close to BapDada. You are those who give the practical proof of having faith in the intellect. Baba always says, faithful intellect is always victorious. So dadis have had so much faith in Baba, faith in drama. So much was happening at that time, but still, dadis, they had this firm faith. Whatever was happening, there was something good in that. So Baba was saying, you are those who give the practical proof of having faith in the intellect. You always remember, Vah my Baba, Vah my elevated fortune. Do you not? BapDada is always pleased to see the children who are embodiments of such awareness. Vah, my elevated children, Vah. So BapDada sings songs of such children. London is the foundation of service abroad. So London, overseas services started from London. So Baba is saying that is the foundation. All of you are the foundation stones of service. With the impact of all of you becoming strong, service is continuing to grow. Although the foundation becomes hidden in the growth of the tree, it is still the foundation. Right? The foundation is strong, then any building will be strong. The foundation is the main. Right? So Baba says the foundation was very strong. The Dadi Janki, she has such a strong personality. So she served from her heart. So the foundation was so strong. That's why the services, got spread across the entire world. So Baba is saying, seeing the beautiful growth of the tree. So London service was like a seed. Seed was sown there, and then the beautiful tree came out from that seed. So seeing the beautiful growth of the tree, everyone's vision is drawn to that a lot more. The foundation remains incognito. The foundation is not visible, right? The foundation is always underground. So Baba says, in the same way, you have also become instruments and become those who give others a chance. But even then, the original ones are the original ones. You experience happiness in giving others a chance and making them move forward, do you not? You don't think that the double foreigners have come and so you are hidden away, do you? You are still instruments. You are instruments to give them zeal and enthusiasm. So Baba was talking about those instruments who were in Bharat. So Baba was saying that double foreigners, don't think that they have come, so you are hidden. No, you will always be in the foundation. You're still instruments. You are instruments to give them zeal and enthusiasm. Those who keep others in front of themselves are in front anyway. For instance, you tell little children always to walk in front of you, and the elders stay behind. To make the younger ones move forward means that the older ones stay in front. You definitely continue to receive the visible fruit of that. If you hadn't become cooperative, there wouldn't then be so many centers in London. One became an instrument in one place and another became an instrument in another place. Acha. So Baba was very happy to see the growth that was happening in London. Then BapDada is meeting the Malaysia and Singapore group. Baba is asking, do all of you experience yourselves to be souls who are loved by the Father? Do you always remain stable in the stage of belonging to the one Father and none other? So stability is very important. Constant. Baba says this stage is called a constant stage. When you belong to just one Baba and none other. Because when you belong to one, you are constant and stable. If there are many, your stage then fluctuates. The Father has shown you an easy way to see everything in the one. So if there is only one thing, then there is no confusion. If there are many, then there is confusion. So Baba says, you have become free from remembering many and from wandering in many directions. You are all one, you belong to the one, and you constantly continue to move forward in this constant and stable stage. Let those from Singapore and Hong Kong now have a thought of opening a center in China. 1986, center was not there in China. The Baba was saying there is no center as yet in the whole of China. And China is a communist country and it is not easy to serve there. But then this sister named Sapna, Sister Sapna, she went there and she did a lot of service in China. Dadi Janki actually sent her and she did amazing service there and still she's doing. She learned the Chinese language and then, with so much of strength and courage, she's serving there because, no one is allowed to talk about any religion or anything, but, one time I remember she was sharing how she was conducting a class and someone came to inspect what was happening because they don't allow any gathering to happen, and so they wanted to see what was happening inside. And then I think she connected to Baba very strongly in that moment because it's very risky there to hold such kinds of gatherings there. But then that inspector came and he looked around and he just, I think he went away. He did not do anything. So because of the power of yoga, so Baba is saying there is no center as it in the whole of China. While bringing them into connection with you, give them an experience. Be courageous and have a thought, and it will happen. Make them experience God's love, peace, and power through Raja Yoga, and souls will automatically be transformed. See what Baba is saying? Give them the experience and then they will be transformed. Make them Raja Yogis. Don't make them deities. The Raja Yogis will automatically become deities. So make them Raja Yogis then they will become deities automatically. Acha, I think this, yeah, this ends the Murli. Om Shanti. So let's take a moment to just think about what Baba said in this Murli and what touched you deeply. Om Shanti. So if you want to share anything, please go ahead.
The art gallery, Baba, is actually, as Baba says, that we all are showpieces in Baba's art gallery. And today he emphasizes on looking at the divine qualities of all of his children. Point to take back home is, am I doing that as a soul? Or do I get myself entangled with anything which is based or something which is, no, I point out a weakness on others, which is a default mode. So the only place to stand has been always aware that Baba has picked up his children with their qualities, and I need to do the same. And this is not a coincidence. Yesterday, I was attending a Lokik funeral, and after always the funeral, we look at the good things of the person who's left. So the reflection that was going on at that point of time is, we do that when the body is left. Can we not do that when the body is alive? Because that point of time, we only look at the person's weaknesses or isko aisa karna chahiye tha and they should have done this or that. Why don't we live that when the person is living? And today the Baba is only talking about looking at the divine qualities of the soul. So that's the point for me to practice and staying in that awareness.
Yes, looking at each other through God's eyes, right? That's so beautiful. Because we all are master gods, right? Baba has given us this title. We are master gods, so we have to copy Baba. Whatever Baba is doing, we also have to do the same. How Baba is looking, we also have to look at each other just like that. So any other thoughts? Yes. Girija Ben is sharing beautiful points. Baba, the artist, paints his children, views it in his art gallery, colors, sparkle. What beauty he exhibited in his children, more charming than Mona Lisa. Okay, good, good. Yes. Yes, anyone else? Anything else? So shall we end then? If no one has anything to share, say. Yes, Rakiben?
Yes, there are no more sharings. We can move to meditation.
Okay. Is there someone saying something? I think I heard someone's voice. No? Okay. So let's see ourselves in our perfect form. Let's bring our beautiful image, the image that Baba is seeing, that aura, purity, personality of purity, the sparkle at the center of our foreheads, and the cheerful face, always smiling, always happy, reflecting Baba's image. I, the soul, am a true Vaishnav, completely pure, with no trace of any impurity, any defects, or any weaknesses. In this pure awareness, I, the soul, am seated in my BapDada's heart throne, the comforter of hearts, Baba. And from this pure loving space, I, the soul, am absorbing Baba's love constantly, all the time. And this is making my stage very elevated and stable. I, the soul, am a special instrument of Baba. Baba has specially chosen me. I am so fortunate to be his special instrument. Thank you, Baba, for choosing me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Kanishta sister. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a beautiful day.